Gratitude greetings. Hello everyone. So today we have a very special guest with us, Mangalam. And she's really special because she's a story enthusiast, performance storyteller. She's a TEDx speaker also, a Kolam Fanatic and a Vedanta student. So she has so many things and a very warm welcome, Mangalam.
Thank you so much, Shipra. Thank you for the lovely words.
Thank you for coming. So, Mangalam, I would start with that. Who is Mangalam? And if you had to describe yourself in three words, what would they be?
Oh my God. Okay. So, lover of stories, always loves family and friends, and willing to go the extra mile for people whom I like.
Uh, so sweet. And who or what has been your biggest influence in shaping who you are today?
Okay. So at this point, I would like to remember many people with gratitude. It's not just one person or two persons. So, first of all, the big joint family in which I grew up. So, my dad is one among 12 children. So, my dad had 11 siblings. So, my cousins, my parents, my uh, grandfather, and then all my teachers. Each one, I have learned one thing. I mean, all of them are very special, and each one has shaped me in some way or the other. So at this point, my English teachers, my language teachers, I love Max, my Max teacher. So each one, they not only taught the subjects, but they taught something about life also. So I remember my English teacher, she used to always start the class saying, let's first say thank you and then start the class, irrespective of what the lesson was, grammar, comprehension. So
Right.
small things like that.
Hmm.
After school, college happened, and then after that, my first mentor outside school, college was Mr. Rajat Kaikini. So I started my soft skills training journey with him. So he was a big influence, and a very big quality of mentor which I saw was he allowed
Hmm.
us, the juniors, to actually present ourselves before him. So he would always tell you, just go do, don't worry, I'm there behind you. So that was a big push. And then in 2006, I was very fortunate, very fortunate to have met someone by the name Krishna Mani. And it was at that time that I heard about the chakras in the body and how each one has a color and there is a food associated to it, and how you can manifest things even with your thoughts. So
Hmm.
she was a powerful influence. So I think after that, mindful eating and drinking of water started a bit in my life. I should say thanks to her for
Hmm.
that. And then after that, my storytelling gurus in India, Jiva Raghunath ma'am and Geeta Ramanujan ma'am. And apart from that, there were so many other storytellers whose sessions I attend. We all learn from each other. So,
Hmm.
I mean, the whole world is a university. I think we can learn so much from each and every one. Yeah. And now our mentors who are hand holding us.
Right. There are so many people, so many people who have influenced you. And so,
Yeah.
Mangalam, what's something new that you have learned right now recently that you feel fascinated?
Something new that I recently learned. Yes. So I did NLP. This is the third time I'm doing NLP. I should be saying that. I did first NLP way back in uh, 2008. Then I
Hmm.
did it once again in 2012. But
Hmm.
they were all actually very theoretical classes, I should say.
Hmm.
Now, uh, I mean, the real beauty is coming out
Right.
when we actually do practical, when we actually
Implementation
implement
of it.
all this practically. I mean,
Hmm.
NLP is such a beautiful thing, and I think it's a boon for many.
Right. That's really good. And how has studying Vedanta shaped you as a person and beyond your professional life?
So, I mean, when life throws challenges at you, you start thinking, right, why is this happening to me? What
Right.
is this? So
Yes,
just a
yes,
quest
you
like
know, right.
that,
Hmm.
led me to study Vedanta.
Hmm.
So it just helped me understand myself and the existence and how there is a supreme consciousness and how
Hmm.
that is the one which is there in all of us. So just taking tiny steps to understand. Yes, not there yet. Yes, but baby
Hmm.
steps.
Right. And what does kolam mean? I don't know this thing. Hmm.
Okay, so kolam is a Tamil word. Uh,
Hmm.
in North India, you have Rangoli, wherein you draw figures and you
Right.
put colors inside.
Yes.
Okay,
Hmm.
so kolam is not very same, but I think you can something very similar. You can say that is a parallel analogy which you can draw for South India.
Hmm.
So you can draw freehand patterns also. It is done
Hmm.
using rice flour.
Hmm.
Uh, it's based on the concept that daily you have to feed some other living being also before you take food. So since it's done with
Hmm.
rice flour, so many ants, insects, they all
Hmm.
eat
Hmm.
because it's drawn in the house courtyard.
Hmm.
So that is one thing. And another very
Hmm.
important thing which it teaches us is about impermanence. So daily
Hmm.
morning, the poem is drawn in the courtyard. So people walk, ants eat, birds peck at it,
Hmm.
uh, somebody steps on it, the newspaper is thrown at it. So many things happen, and by the end of the day, it
Hmm.
is gone. And then
Hmm.
in the evening again a fresh column is drawn, and then the following
Hmm.
morning again every day it is done. So column is something
Okay.
which teaches us the concept of impermanence,
Hmm.
and it's I mean, personally, I like Kolam because it's so beautiful to see the finished end result.
Right.
Once you've finished
Right.
it, it looks
Hmm.
very nice. The visual appeal is very nice. For me, it gives me a great sense of satisfaction when I finish a Kolam properly.
Right. Right. It's really interesting. I mean, because you draw it in the morning also, you draw it in the evening also, make it it's really good. And what is something that you loved doing as a child and it still gives you joy?
So one is Kolam
Hmm.
drawing columns. The other one is coloring. Uh, and then reading storybooks, short stories,
Hmm.
then so spending time with my friends, running in the park. So
Right.
yeah,
Your drawing
the
has
little
been
joys
your
of life.
drawing. Hmm. It is really good. In class, no, that which you have drawn, that NLP class was there. We have shared in the group also. That drawing was really good. I have seen that. You have shared in the so that was really. And what is one thing about you that surprises most of the people which you do, which they when they get to know that?
Uh, I think we should you should be answering that question.
One thing
What
which I
surprises?
got surprised was, I mean, you were in the class and we were when the sir asked the question, then the answers and all these things. So after that, when you shared that the chat show which you have posted, Oh, that was a really surprise. When I heard, I was like, oh, wow. So that was the very so surprised I was. And
Okay,
if you
thank you.
have to sum up your personal philosophy in one sentence, what would it be?
Oh my God, that is a big question. Personal philosophy in one sentence.
You can say it in two, three also.
Uh, I mean, I've learned it the hard way. The crying baby gets milk.
Hmm. Right. And where and when do you feel the most at peace with yourself?
When I'm trekking, when I'm in a temple, or even at my home, just sitting, coloring, or reading
Hmm.
something, spending time
Hmm.
with my family, or just sitting with my daughter, watching something funny, or reading with her.
Hmm. Right. That's really good. And is there a dream or goal that you have for yourself that's completely I mean unrelated to storytelling or Kolam or Vedanta?
Okay. So there's this one dream I would like to take NLP to schools. That is one thing which I keep uh, aspiring and dreaming of, because NLP being the
Hmm.
powerful tool it is.
Hmm.
So if you can give something to the students at a very early age, at the children at a
Right.
very early age, then it
Hmm.
becomes such a beautiful tool with which they can manage forward.
Hmm.
And something to
Hmm.
unlearn or
Hmm.
relearn and rewrite
Hmm.
at an older age becomes much difficult. If
Ah,
we
right.
can do that,
Hmm.
somewhere between 13 to 18,
Right.
I think that's a beautiful thing which I aspire to do.
Hmm. And I think schools, what they teach, other than that, they can include these things also in their curriculum, like NLP or CAM, about the brain and all these things,
Well,
so that because children have that grasping power much more than us. We are learning and implementing.
exactly,
They would learn to they can implement in their lives also
exactly.
forward. So Mangalam, we would like to hear a story which is very close to your heart. One story, any
A story.
in
Okay.
Mangalam's form, like you said.
Okay. So in South India, we have something called the Kartika Deepam coming up in 2 days. It's on Friday, the 13th of December. So there are many stories related to that. So as I was researching for stories, one thing which I found was that it is not just confined to South India. On the same day, in different names, the same thing is being celebrated in Goa, in
Hmm.
Rajasthan, in Orissa,
Hmm.
even
Hmm.
in Thailand. So that
Right.
that was the beauty, and in everything, uh, there was lamp and fire involved. There were lamps and fire
Hmm.
in everything. So that
Hmm.
actually set me thinking. So actually, the world is one, and we are all actually
Right.
one, but connected in different ways. And we
Hmm.
call the festivals by different names, but
Different names.
yes,
Hmm.
it's all we're all connected. Even in the July, we have some festivals happening in Tamil Nadu. Very similar
Hmm.
festivals showing gratitude to Mother Earth are celebrated at the
Hmm.
same time in Argentina.
Hmm. Hmm.
So the more we read, one thing is common that in all the cultures have something called gratitude,
Hmm.
and yes, they also respect the elements of the five elements of nature:
Hmm.
water, earth, sky, ether, air, and fire.
Hmm.
So I mean, each time I go searching for stories or looking out for stories, and I see there's a common connect between various cultures. So it only goes to confirm one thing. I mean, the whole we're all one, connected
One.
to the same source, but through
Hmm.
different ways.
Right. That this thing you really said good because when like in Feb or in March we celebrate Lodi celebrate we celebrate it in Punjab and that side and in Uttar Pradesh also we have one festival regarding that. So Makar Sankranti and like this all over India there are many festivals. And
Exactly.
hmm, that's really. So Mangalam, it was really nice talking to you and knowing more about you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Shubhra. Absolutely my pleasure sharing. Made me think about certain things.
Right. Thank you so much for coming. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
Shubhra. Have a
Take
good
care.
evening.
Bye.
Take
Good
bye.
evening.